if all the stories, they're only of people who descended from there, what hope is there for us? Like we're told, a Mahabhagavata descends to the second class position. Now we could describe that in a very spiritual way, but for a moment, tatastavichar, we can look at it a little objectively and say, well, what's in this intermediate position? Desires. What it's like to have actual desires, mundane desires, thirst, hunger, all the different things that you can have being a conditioned soul. So one way I take it is some of these exalted souls, they're descending into this circumstance. So it's like the old, they're actually experiencing these things. There's the old Buddhist, like Zen Buddhist thing. They have their whole, where, they tell all these weird stories. So there's the story of like the disciple who comes to the guru and says like, I can't stop smoking. So the guru says, all right, come back in 3 months. And then what the guru does is he becomes addicted to smoking for a month, or then he overcomes the addiction. So when the disciple comes back, he goes, here's how you do it. It's just a story. Don't send me email. But you get the idea. He's saying like, so when I actually, let me experience that. And there's some truth there is what I'm trying to say. When some soul crosses the ocean of nescience, like Mayami tam tarantite, etam samastaya pratmanishtam, hangtarishami durantaparam, tamomukundangrini sheveva. The way they do it, the way they've done it, is a path for everyone else. Just like in the world, in the forest, there's someone called a trailblazer. They make the first path. Then other people, if you're the first group or the ones who are kind of expert, they go like, oh, yeah, actually you can see that there's a path here that most people wouldn't see. But then they take it, after a while, it becomes apparent to everyone, this is a path. Right? So it's something like that. You have the trailblazers who come down, and whether it's an eternally liberated associate taking fully the position of a mundane person with desires, feelings, erotic, the whole thing, and then overcoming that and showing this is a path out of this. As Guru Maharaj says, to come out of the mud, you may have to walk through the mud for some time. The reason it's not told that they were out and out mundane persons is from the overview that once they achieve the liberated position, then you have to retroactively view everything else. Do you understand? There's the Mahabhagavata vision of things, the intermediate level, the Kanishta level. So from the ultimate view, everything's perfect, everything's divine, everything's a pastime. Maybe it was meant to happen that way. It's the Leela of someone. It's a very profound subject matter, actually. Because we hear, Jive Swarupai Krishna Nityadat. We're the eternal servants of Krishna. So you say, well, what about the period where you're not really, activated your eternal servitorship? We're told, well, that's like a dream. Someone lying is dreaming, Guru Maharaj said, in the spiritual world. When you awaken to your spiritual identity, he said, and you start interacting with the others there, they'll say like, you were absent for some time. What might have been trillions of lifetimes. They said, you were gone for a little while, or what happened? No, I was lying under a tree dreaming. So there are many ways to approach this, but we're told Mahajano Yena Kata Sapanta. By following the path of the Mahajans, then we can achieve our actual spiritual position, realize our spiritual identity.